Hey, what's up? This is George Shamoun. I want to go over, as the title implies, I want to give you an example of three devices or peripheral devices that I can use with Windows, Mac, or Linux computer. So many of us, like myself, are running Linux operating systems at home, and you want to know what printers, monitors, mouse, or other computer accessories that can work with it. And obviously, if you have Windows and Linux on separate computers, you're not gonna go uh, to buy each one separate monitors, separate uh, devices if you don't use them at the same time. Sometimes you don't use the computers at the same time. You either use, let's say, Linux, Mac, or Windows. This is me at home. I use one operating system at a time, and now I'm using Linux. So if that's the case, you don't need two mouse, two monitors, etc. So you can have a monitor that can work on the three operating systems. Also, you can get a mouse and keyboard. If you can get those that runs on the three systems, then you'll be easily uh, using using those peripheral devices, whether you have a Mac or IBM compatible or Linux, Mac, Linux, IBM compatible. Yeah, those are three. So those are the softwares for home users. Most of those, the operating systems. I cannot see another operating system used at home. All what I think you can use Windows, Microsoft Windows, or Apple Mac, or Linux. So those are three. And what's good, I'm gonna go over three devices that you can use for those three operating systems. Because sometimes you're running Linux at home, like myself, and then you wanna get a printer that works with Linux, and you go to the stores, like you go to Best Buy, you go to Walmart, and you ask the salespeople there, and sometimes they're confused. Once you tell them Linux, they don't even know what you're talking about because most people are not familiar with Linux. They run either Mac or Windows, which is okay. But so this is what we're talking about. So I'm gonna go over a monitor, uh, a printer, and keyboard and a mouse. So those that works on Mac, Windows, and Linux. So these are great to know because this way you don't have to buy separate monitors, separate if you're using 30OS, but not at the same time, obviously. If you have two different computers, different operating system, you have to get their own peripheral like monitor, keyboard, and mouse. So if you have any questions, let me know. Submit it in a comment. I want to welcome you to this live stream. We have Amir. Welcome. Dressed to impress. Said hi. Welcome. Mabel. Amir. Mabel, mail me your watch, please. Yeah, I don't know if that's message is for me or the other. Okay, so we're talking about devices, computer devices like peripheral that works with Mac or Windows or Linux, and this is my experience because I tried both the three. I tried the three operating system, and they worked all those peripherals. So the first one is the keyboard. I think it's a Microsoft keyboard, the ergonomic keyboard. This one should work on two or three, the three operating system. Then I got what else? Border. And then I got a printer, which I got it recently. It's HP, I think 2852, if not, I'm not mistaken. This will work on, it worked on Windows and Linux and Mac, so this is great too. If you have any question and you're coming on this live stream, please submit it in a comment and let me know if you have any questions so I can answer you now. If I can, hopefully you have questions that I can answer. If not, I'll direct you to the right resources. Anybody else have any questions? Nobody have any questions. Let's keep going. Okay, so I said the keyboard, it's the ergonomic keyboard, Microsoft. And this one, I don't know if it works on Mac. I don't know, but it works for Linux, and it works for Linux and Apple Macintosh. So what else? Anyone have any questions, comments? Guys, we're talking about devices that you can use, for your operating system, Windows, Mac, and Linux. We're talking about the three. And obviously, there are differences between them. There's a lot of differences, and you cannot use all the time the same software with the others, So, questions, comments, no questions. And the monitor is HP 28 uh, 2598. I think I'm trying to record it, so I don't know much. All right. All right. So now the mouse, I can't remember. Yeah, it's a Logitech. It's one of those simple mouse. It worked on Linux, Mac, and Apple. And at last, the monitor. You can use an HP monitor. I think it's the 47, 45, something like this. But I can, if you need it, send me a message and let me know if you need the message box. Anyone else have any questions? Anyone else have any questions? Yeah, again, we're talking about some devices that work on Mac, Linux, and Windows. This way, if you're not using two computers at the same time, you can use those softwares, whether you're running Linux, then you start running Windows, those they work. And the printer is HP 2825, I think. Yeah, the printer is HP 2852, I think. 2852E. Questions? All right, guys. So there's no questions coming in. Once you have a question, if you're on a white on the replay, so and the mouse is the Logitech. It works on a three. I gave you the printer name and the Mac and the desktop. The desktop runs. Right. Anyone else have any questions? All right. Anybody else have any question about peripheral devices that we can use with your computer, whether you have Linux, Windows, and Macintosh? Linux, Windows, and Mac, Apple Mac. Yep. All right.